Hey guys, welcome back to Electrical Car Repair Live. Our mission at the garage is to save you guys as much money as we can. That's why we make these absolutely free videos and we teach you how to fix your car for free. Let's go ahead and start on it now. If you have any of the following three vehicles now guys, Fiat 500, Chrysler 200 or Dodge Ram ProMaster guys with a 2.4 multi-air engine, and you're trying to locate and replace your engine starter, stay with us, we'll explain what needs to be done from start to finish now guys. You will have two options to remove the engine starter and we're going to cover all that today. One of them is by removing the CV axle, or the second option is to remove the intake manifold. So either way guys, we'll explain what needs to be done. Now, as you can see, the engine is out of the car. Why? You don't need to remove your engine guys. We removed it because we'll have more than 100 videos on that engine alone. Our mission here at the shop is to save you as much money as we can, and by getting that engine out we'll be able to show you every bolt, the location of different parts and how to get to them, because otherwise it's impossible guys, it's such limited room. Please guys, subscribe to the channel, like the video. If you need any tools or parts or new starter guys, we'll have the links in the description of the video below. So let's go ahead and start on it and show you what needs to be done to replace the engine starter now. So guys, in order to remove the starter now, you will have to disconnect your car battery. Why? Because the starter guys has the 12 volt positive wire that comes from the car battery to the starter, and if that wire guys, when you get it loose, you touch it somewhere, and I guarantee you will see sparks flying. It can hurt you, it can set things on fire, it can burn your car computer, it can damage your wiring harness. Really dangerous things guys. So disconnect the car battery first before we continue. So we will grab guys the engine cover and pull it straight out. Grab it, pull it out. We have 4 bushings guys, you can see those 4 bushings attached to the valve cover, so you can just remove it. Here you will have the air filter box. You need to just pull that hose out, vacuum hose, and this clamp, get it loose, and you're going to remove guys that hose from the air filter box. After that, here guys, you will have one clamp. Ours is one clip. Ours is broken guys. You look like that, get a clip remover too, just pry it open. Here, 10mm socket. Let's go ahead. Okay, remove that one now. Perfect. What else we need to do guys? Okay, quite a few things here. Okay, we need to remove, get that clamp loose for the throttle body right there. We need to guys remove the wiring harness for the intake temperature sensor, and we can go ahead and remove that thing out of there. Next, at that point guys, things gets dangerous. Why? Because you have to disconnect your fuel line. Fuel line is under pressure. When you disconnect it guys, it will spray fuel everywhere. It can get in your eyes. Wear eye protection gloves guys. Do that only on cold engine. Don't have open flame, spark, no smoking, anything like that, because that fuel guys can catch on fire. Have a fire extinguisher, so if you catch on fire or the car catch on fire, you can put it out, or at least try to put it out. Disconnect that clamp here now. Okay, perfect, and get it out. Now, how we disconnect the fuel line? Again, it will be under pressure guys. Ours is not because it's cut, but yours will be. Pull that blue thing up. Okay, let me focus a little bit. Perfect. Pull it up. Now we need to turn it. Push the line all the way in. Then push that white thing in and pull it out. Great. This is ready. Now, what else? This is the purge valve line. You have 2 green things that you need to squish, and you're going to pull it out after that. Okay, it got stuck. Perfect. You can guys go ahead and remove that foam piece now. Okay, right there. So we'll need to start guys disconnecting things now here. This is the, this one is supposed to be closed. It wasn't closed last time. Purge valve. So slide that thing open, press here and pull it out. Grab it. Okay. Well, this one will actually stay here because it will stay on the intake. It's part of the intake, so we need to just disconnect the wiring harness. Next guys, fuel injectors. Okay, right there. Pull that red thing. Now you press here, you disconnect it. Same thing applies there. You can remove the purge valve if you want to. You just grab it and disconnect the hose and you can pull it out. It's your decision, guys. But you can see we're done with that. Here we have the map sensor. Okay, this is known as map sensor. Press down here, pull it out. Now you're going to turn right here about 90 degrees, or you can leave it, excuse me. You can leave it, I'm not going to replace it. But if you want to get it out, that's how you get that thing out. Just disconnect the wire here as well. No wiring harness anymore here. Attach. Now we need to come on this way. So that red thing, we need to slide it back, push on it, pull it out. Now guys, right here we're going to have later 2 bolts that we need to remove, but you need to disconnect. This is the starter wire from the intake manifold. Okay, like that. Here 2 bolts with 8mm socket that hold that bracket right there. You have 2 of them that we need to remove. So we'll need to, now we can see both of them actually. Okay, you can see one is coming out, one on top now. Alright guys, this one is out too. So we need to disconnect the hose from the throttle body. This is the vacuum hose here, for the brake booster. Pull it out, just like that. Now this is the PCV hose, guys. Disconnect this one as well. It will stay there. Now we need to get on the bottom. Let us show you underneath of that engine. And there is, guys, a bolt here that we need to remove. With 10mm socket. You can do it 2 ways. You can remove that one and the whole mount will come out, or you can, guys, remove these 2 nuts. It's your decision what you want to do. So now it looks like, guys, we're getting closer and closer. We need to, guys, remove 2 nuts and 3 bolts now, and 4 screws right here. These 4 screws, 8mm. That whole thing comes out. Now why we had to remove that? Because we, guys, have 2 more bolts that are hidden here with 10mm socket. One on top, in the middle. We have 1 nut in the corner. Some of those you may drop, guys. 1 nut right here. Perfect. And let's see if that socket will fit here, or we need to get a thin socket. It will make it, I think. No. We need to get a socket that's thinner. For that, 10mm. Right there, this one. Because otherwise it gets stuck there and you don't want to crack your intake manifold. Guys, so now you're going to grab it. All that should be loose now. You need to come out of here first. We forgot the mount right here for the throttle body. Right here we have 1 mount with a bolt, 13mm, that we need to remove. I knew something was wrong. Go ahead, get it out. Perfect. And if you cannot remove it, you may need to remove that nut to get the mount out, but I think it will come out. Grab it and pull it, guys. You can see in the intake manifold came out. So now guys, with that intake manifold out of the way, we can get to our engine starter right here. Let us show you where it's located. Okay, right there. So remember how we said that you either need to remove your CV axle and reach it from underneath, but I've heard people doing that. Some people say it's impossible. We always do it by removing the intake manifold. This is where your knock sensor is located for your engine as well. Now first thing, disconnect that wire right here, press in, pull it out. This is the 12 volt positive wire from the battery. This one is with 13mm socket, guys. Get it out. Okay, perfect. Now we just have 2 more bolts holding that starter to the transmission casing, and we'll show you where. One is to the engine block, one is the transmission. Okay, right there. One is, guys, actually I think 15, one is 14mm socket. They're 2 different bolts and you need to install them exactly in the same way you remove them. Okay, right there. Now we have one on top. You can see towards the transmission side. This is 15mm, and usually, guys, we use the ratcheting wrench because it's really convenient. Otherwise you can use a socket with a ratchet as well. It really depends, guys, which approach you took, but this is the bolt that we need to take off now. And you can see the starter getting loose. I'll hold it with one hand. Grab it now, guys. Pull it out. And this is your engine starter out of the car. That's how you remove it. If you need to purchase a new one, we have the link in the description of the video below with the part numbers. Practically, guys, putting it together, everything is in reverse order. We took it apart. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Hopefully, guys, the video was helpful and we were able to save you money. We, guys, have more than 19,000 free repair videos on our YouTube channels. Check them out. We have videos that can save you thousands of dollars in future repairs. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time.